Inflation and the mind, backchat. You'll notice that in backchat, when you're thinking, there is a lot of inflation happening. This inflation is similarly based on our capitalistic, on consumerism system. It's based on the whole concept of our value system, which is ego-based and therefore based on the spreading of lies, advertising, inflating the truth, inflating reality to be more than what it is, and then trying to sell the inflated product of reality as if it is reality. That is why we are in so much trouble, because the inflation happens in the mind, and it's a form of justification. It's a form of self-righteousness, because the self becomes inflated and is not based on actual breath, actual reality, actual what you're able to do in the physical. It is based on what is projected in the illusion called the mind. That inflation that takes place in and as the mind, where self is recreated into a superhero, into a comic hero, into a loser, into a villain, whatever it is you're comfortable with, you create that self within as the inflation of the mind, inflating reality. And then in that inflation you believe in it, you have faith in it, and that is where religion comes from. All evidence show that there is no God that exists, but according to inflation, there is a God. And if you have faith in this God, and you inflate that faith 100-fold, and you stick to that inflation, then apparently God will magically become true. In spite of the evidence every single day proving that prayer don't work, the inflation that has been given to prayer will make people do it, and even inflate the amount of times that prayer actually come through. They'll also inflate the point that apparently it is divine intervention when it is purely the luck of the draw, like in a casino, when you have the odd prayer come through. If you didn't pray, it still would have come through. You can test it out. You're still going to have the same random events taking place, and sometimes you're going to be lucky, and most times you're going to be unlucky. That's the nature of winner takes all. That's the nature of our system of competition. This is the nature of consumerism. This is the nature of love. This is the nature of what we have created out of the inflation that we placed value in, instead of sticking to reality and creating one and giving to each other what is best for all, and therefore work with what is real. We've created an inflated reality, and we even kill in that name by allowing billions to starve, untold millions to die, just because we're not willing to give up our inflated reality. We're not willing to work with actual reality. So at Destiny we work with actual reality, and we deconstruct the inflated reality. Therefore, many react to our message because they say it's negative. It's not, because your reality is inflated. You call it positive, but it's in fact inflated. It's not true. We give the real reality, and from an inflated point of view, we are apparently negative. No, the negative is far worse than what we are stating the situation is. The negative is the point opposite to your inflated bullshit reality. And even the negative do not require to happen. We are not in a polarized reality unless we create the polarity within the inflation system. So stop inflation, work with real reality, and our economic systems will work. Our world will work. Our lives will work. You'll be able to trust another human being because they're not going to inflate their stories. They're not going to inflate the value system. And life will be new. Heaven on earth is where there is no inflation, where everything is created according to the laws of the physical, the laws that is here, the things we know we can do. Stop inflation, join Destiny, get to real value, life value.